Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. So, I hope everyone had an amazing Easter. Okay, my Easter was super chill, super mellow. It was just a vibe, honestly. It was nice to have some time off and, see family and then also have a chance to chill out a little bit, just the vibes. But honestly, if I have to be honest right now, Biebercella is currently on, okay? And the FOMO is so real. I'm not even kidding right now. I don't usually get that much FOMO, but I am such a big Justin Bieber fan. Honestly, one of my friends literally used to call me in school and she'd be like, Kelly Bieber Ward. I'm not even kidding. I've been a fan for so long and I have seen him live before. But those were the Believe days. Okay, I would love to see him live now. He's honestly so talented and so amazing. And his entire Purpose album honestly helped me through so much in my early 20s when things were really going rough. So I just love him, honestly. He's a gift to the world. And I'm having the biggest FOMO. I'm trying to stay off TikTok because every single video is literally either people arriving to Coachella, trying on outfits, or just getting into the vibe of it. And I'm just oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I just would love to be there right now. So yeah, I'm missing Biebercella, but you know what, I'm just going to live vicariously through those people, honestly. I honestly saw the set list as well. He's literally going to be singing Favorite Girl, One Less Lonely Girl, What Do You Mean, all of those vibes. And then obviously from the new Swag album, which is literally on repeat almost every single day. I'm not even being dramatic right now. Every single day that entire album is playing in the background. It's such a good vibey R&B type of vibe, and I just love it. His voice is insane. So yeah, I just hope everyone enjoys Coachella this year, because honestly you guys are so lucky. So yeah, I'll be having a look on the socials and yeah, just kind of living vicariously through you. So yeah, if you're going, have fun. So I feel I'm slowly starting to come back to life a little bit, which sounds dramatic, but I don't mean it in a big life-changing way. It's more small things that are starting to feel good again. And I didn't even realize how disconnected I felt until that started happening. I think after going through that phase of feeling really uninspired in my head about everything, I've just been noticing these tiny moments where I'm oh, I feel like myself again. And it's not anything major, it's actually really random things. So this episode is basically just a little random episode. Okay, that sounds so bad. Please do not click out of this. I promise it's worth it. But these are just basically things that have brought me back to life and things that I've started to notice. And I think it's also a reminder to notice what those things are for you too. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, first of all, I don't know what's happened, but British guys lately, honestly, I honestly cannot believe that this came onto my radar. But I was on TikTok one day on the couch and then I saw this random British actor pop up and I was wow, his accent is so hot. Oh my gosh. And he likes soccer. Are you kidding me right now? I need to talk about this because it's been on my mind more than it probably should be. And I don't know if you've noticed this too, or if it's just me being dramatic, but something has shifted. I don't know if it's the accent or the humor and the banter or just the way that they carry themselves. But I've just been okay, wait. Since when did I care this much about a British actor, honestly? And it's such a small random thing. It's not deep at all, but at the same time, it kind of is. Because I had this moment where I caught myself smiling at my phone. I was wait, where did that come from? Because I don't know if you've ever been in that kind of headspace where you're just off, a bit uninspired, a bit in your head. But when you're in that space, you don't really feel excited about things. Even small things don't really hit the same, if you get what I mean. So when I had that moment of being why am I suddenly interested in this? Why am I smiling? Why do I feel a tiny bit excited right now? It kind of caught me off guard. And it sounds so dumb. I know it sounds so unserious, but I don't actually think it is, because I think those little moments are kind of the first sign that something in you is starting to switch back on again. You're noticing things, you're feeling things, you're reacting to things, even if it's just something as random as a British guy on your feed, for example. Oh my gosh. But I don't know, I feel it's less about British guys, although they are part of the conversation, and more about the fact that I'm starting to feel those little sparks again, just laughing at an interview that I saw of this random British actor, and I'm being wow, he has such good banter. This one made me laugh. His accent is so good and he's so hot. Oh my gosh. And yeah, I'm just being a girl right now, but I mean, come on. That accent is just unmatched, truly. I mean, you could literally lay down and they could just be speaking for like 5 hours and you'll be so chilled about it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so something that actually felt a bit deeper for me is that I started skating again. So longboarding, just to clarify. Okay, I'm not Nigel Houston out here. And I don't know if you have something like this, like a thing you used to do just for fun. No pressure, no expectations. You just did it because you enjoyed it. But for me, that was longboarding. And I remember my brother always had like skateboards and like really cool like trick bicycles and all of that type of stuff, because it's like a boy thing, I guess. So I remember he like took me around the neighborhood one day and he taught me how to like skate on his longboard. And I honestly felt such freedom. I can't explain it and it sounds so cheesy, but I found it to be so relaxing. And eventually I would borrow his board and I would take it around the neighborhood myself. And I really enjoyed the activity of skating and just being out there and just being in the moment and kind of just like flowing with life. And there's something so freeing about that, that to kind of like take it back again and bring it into my life, it's been such a huge blessing. I can't even describe it. Like last weekend, I was like, oh my gosh, I was like with my mom, and then I had my board in my car. So I was like, do you mind like filming a clip of me like longboarding down the road or something? Just so that I can like capture this moment, because it's something that brings me such joy. Is just like picking up the longboard and like going skating around the neighborhood or taking it to the beach. And you know, when it's like sunset and the sun is like starting to set and it's like orange and beautiful and all vibey, it's such a beautiful sight, like with the ocean in the background and you just kind of like cruising on your board. Like, I mean, come on, vibes, honestly. So I like got my board last week on, like I bought it online and I was like, oh my gosh, I really hope that this thing is actually decent, because you know, when you order something online, it's just like there's certain things that you kind of have to be skeptical about, because you're like, wait, it looks good on the computer, but when I get it, I hope that it actually works. And it actually does, because it has like grip tape and all of that. I have a skateboard that literally has no grip tape. So when I go on it, I almost fall on my face every single time. And I know skateboarding is basically about like learning how to fall in a good way. But that board that I had before, oh my gosh, no ways. So it was just good because I hadn't really done it in so long. Not for any real reason. I kind of just stopped, which I feel happens so easily as you get older. You slowly replace things you enjoy with things that feel more productive or more important or just more necessary. So when I picked it up again, I didn't expect it to feel like anything. I thought it would just be like, oh cool, I used to do this. But it actually hit me in a way that I wasn't expecting. Because I was just there, I was skating, not really thinking, not trying to be good at it, not trying to turn it into anything. And I had this moment where I was like, wait, I haven't felt like this in a while. Like I wasn't in my head. I wasn't over analyzing anything. I wasn't thinking about what I need to do next or how I'm coming across or anything like that. I was just there. And I don't know if you've ever had that feeling where you're just fully in the moment without trying to be, but it's kind of so rare to like be in that vibe where nothing else matters. Like you're in this moment and you're having so much fun. And that's why I sort of taken up tennis again. Like I literally went to the shop the other day and I got some tennis balls because I want to go play with some of my friends. And tennis was also something that was so special to me because it's just like a way to be outside. And I love nature. I love being outside. And I like doing activities that are fun and that you can kind of do either with yourself or with other people. But tennis was always like that one sport that I really felt like I was good at and that I really enjoyed. So I'm just starting to take up things right now that I am just going to enjoy for myself and just to make life a little bit more enjoyable. I just kind of like realized how disconnected I've been from that version of myself, you know, the version that just does things because they feel good, not because they are productive, not because they're aesthetic, not because they're going to lead to something, just because. Okay, you know that feeling. And I think I forgot how important that is. Like just being happy for the sake of being happy. Because when everything in life starts to feel like it needs purpose, you kind of lose that lightness and that playfulness about it. So skating again was such a small thing, but it honestly felt like I reconnected with a part of myself that I didn't even realize I drifted away from. And I feel like we all have something like that. Like something that used to feel really you and maybe you've just sort of like left it behind a bit, and life kind of just like took over and consumed you, and you know, things just got in the way, and you kind of like let go of those things that actually brought you a little ounce of joy. And it's sad. And I think that as I get older, I just look at life a little bit differently. I honestly feel like I've lived multiple lives. I'm not even joking right now, but I just look at it a little bit differently, and I want to have more moments where I can literally just do whatever I want to do, whatever's going to make me happy. Even if that's like doing absolutely nothing, okay? Because that's also something that makes me happy. I mean, just putting a face mask on and getting on the couch and watching a really good movie. That to me is amazing. Or going out and like doing something fun, going skating or playing tennis or grabbing a smoothie or going to the beach. You know, life is meant to be enjoyed. And I think that we forget that so much because there is so much negativity in the world right now. And I think that we need to be a little bit more kinder, not only to ourselves, but to other people, and to sort of tap into that part of ourselves that craves happiness and craves joy and wants to feel all of the beautiful moments of life again. So another random thing that I've tried recently is bar workouts, so BARRE, and I did not expect it to be as enjoyable, okay, as it was, like at all. I don't know if you've ever tried something thinking it's just not going to be your thing and it's kind of surprised you in the best way possible. That's exactly what this was for me, because in my head I was like, I'll try this once, maybe twice, and then I'll move on. Like, it'll just be a phase. But there's something about it that I've actually started to really like, and I wasn't expecting it at all, to be honest. And it's not even just the workout itself, although it is really hard. Like, it definitely pushes me, but it's more the way that it makes me feel. And I love yoga so much. I love Pilates. Pilates is so intense. It's like so hectic. But this specific workout is more slower type of movement. Okay, so it's kind of like a mixture of everything. And what I really, really like about it is that it's a lot of stretching, and you start to kind of feel your body start warming up and loosening up a little bit, and you start to feel really good. I can't even explain it. Like, you guys just have to try it. And it's not even just the workout itself, although it is really hard, like I mentioned. I don't even know how to explain it properly. It just makes me feel really strong, but not in like a performative way, more like grounded in my body. I feel really confident after the workout because I feel like I actually sat down, I did this, and I made a commitment to myself, and I feel accomplished. Like, I did this for me because I wanted to feel good. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but I feel like for a while I've been living very much in my head, which is something that I don't like about myself sometimes, because you're not supposed to be living in your head. But sometimes when you have like an overthinking brain like I do, you sort of just like spiral and you think about things, and it just sort of like stays there for you, and you kind of miss out on a lot of just like being in the moment and like actually enjoying your life. So I really needed to get out of that headspace, like overthinking everything, analyzing everything, going in circles with my thoughts even when I don't want to. So doing something where I'm fully in my body, fully focused, actually present in what I'm doing, it's been such a nice shift for me. Because for that moment, I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm just there in that moment, in the workout class, that's it. And I feel like that's something I didn't even realize I needed, like just a break from my own thoughts in a way. And then afterwards, I always notice it. I just feel better. I can't explain it. Like, you're struggling in the workout, and then as soon as it's done and you have some water, you're like, wow, I feel really good. Like, I could go again, like totally. And look, this isn't in some dramatic way, but just a bit clearer, a bit calmer, a bit more stable. Like, everything's still here, but it doesn't feel as overwhelming. And I think I'm starting to realize how important that feeling actually is, especially if you're someone who tends to be in your head a lot. Like, having something that brings you back into your body, even for a little bit, it makes such a difference. And I'm someone who needs some instruction in the gym. Like, I remember when I first signed up to the gym, and I got a membership, I was working out with one of my friends, and he actually was so good at workouts and stuff. So he would like plan out like a whole thing for us. So every day we'd sort of like do something different. And I like that. Like, I want to be told what to do, because if I'm left to my own devices in the gym, I go in, I literally go on the treadmill for like 30 minutes. I go on the Stairmaster for like 20 minutes. And then I'll just like, walk around. Like, I don't know what to do next. Okay, like, you can like watch things on YouTube, but when you're actually there, you're like, okay, cool, what am I doing? honestly. So I just sort of like default to going and doing cardio, which isn't the best because like I do want to learn how to do weights and stuff, and I think that's very important, like as a woman, to do some lightweight training. But then I just end up going to the classes because I'm like, wait, there's an instructor, she's telling me what to do, I'm gonna feel good afterwards, and I need that sort of structure. So these workouts that I've been doing, the bar workout, honestly, such a vibe. I'm not gonna lie, I did struggle in the beginning because it was just like intense. It's very slow, calculated movements, but it's like working your muscles in a really good way. And after the class, I was like, okay, cool, I actually feel good. Like I feel like I can do this again. And yeah, like I never look back. So if you are looking to try something different, like a new workout or something, I would definitely recommend trying it and seeing if it's your vibe. Okay, so this is so random, but I'm also kind of like a West Ham fan. Okay, if you don't know what West Ham is, it's basically a football team. Okay, and I don't really tell a lot of people about it, but I do kind of secretly watch the games. I'm not even joking right now. Like, I know that sounds so niche, but it's honestly been making me so happy lately. And I think it's because it's not even just about the team, it's tied to something a bit deeper for me, because I grew up with football always on in the background in my house, like constant Premier League games all the time, super loud. And my dad and my brother were and still are obsessed. They played soccer, they'd watch every match every weekend. So it was always just there for me, like the sound of the commentators, the crowd cheering, the energy of it. I feel like that's just permanently in my brain. And I don't think I realized how much I associated that with comfort until recently, because now when I'm watching West Ham play, it's not just like, oh, I'm watching a game. It's more like it feels familiar, it feels easy, it feels like something I've always known. And I don't know if you have something like that, where it's not even about what you're doing, it's just sort of like the feeling it gives you. But that's what this has been for me. And also, I just really enjoy watching it. Like, I like watching football. Like, football is like one of the only sports besides tennis where I actually understand what's going on. I mean, I can watch golf, okay, if it's in the background. I feel like golf is a sport that's more fun to play than watch, in my opinion. I mean, Happy Gilmore, come on. Like, I can't believe I just made a reference to Happy Gilmore. It's like watching golf. You guys know what I mean. Like, playing golf is like way more fun than watching it. But yeah, obviously, like, Happy Gilmore is a vibe, honestly. But I think that's why it's been so nice watching the games, because there's no pressure attached to it. And also, like, I like to watch it by myself too. Okay, it's enjoyable, it's fun. I'm not trying to turn it into content. I'm not trying to be productive with it. I'm not trying to get anything out of it. And I think I've been thinking about that a lot lately, how important it is to have things in your life that are just yours. Things you don't have to explain or justify or make sense of. You just enjoy them, because I feel like it's so easy now to turn everything into something, like everything has to have a purpose or an outcome. And when something doesn't, you almost question it, like, why do I even like this? But I think that's actually the point. Like, you're allowed to just like things just because. And I feel like I've been reconnecting with that side of myself a bit more, just letting myself enjoy things without overthinking it or needing it to mean something bigger, if you get what I mean. And I didn't realize how much I needed that until now. And I know all of this probably sounds so random. Honestly, I'm just a random person in general. Like, British guys, skating, bar workouts, football. Like, it's kind of all over the place. But I think that's why I wanted to talk about it, because underneath all of it, there's actually a pattern. And I didn't realize it at first. I just thought I was having these small separate moments. But when I actually sat and thought about it, I was like, wait, all of these things are making me feel something again. Not in a big, overwhelming, life-changing way, just in a really light, natural way. Like, I'm noticing things more, I'm enjoying things more, I'm a bit more present in my life again. And I don't know if you've ever had a phase where everything just feels a bit flat, like nothing's really exciting, nothing's really hitting the same. But I think that's kind of where I was for a while. You know that feeling when you're like having a weekend or something, right? And the week just ended and you're so excited because you have some time off, and you sort of just feel really flat. Like, you feel down, low energy. You're not really sure why you're feeling this way. And it kind of brings you down, because I know for me, I'm someone that likes to be productive. I like to feel like I have a purpose and I'm doing something really good. But when I don't feel like that, I'm like, what is the point? It's so good to try and get back to those activities or moments where you feel like yourself again and you feel like you have some life in you again. And I didn't even fully realize it until these little things started coming back, because it's not like I suddenly fixed everything. My life isn't completely different. It's just that these small moments are kind of bringing me back to life. And I think it's so important to romanticize the ordinary things, because I think we get so fixated on what we are seeing online, and then we're comparing our lives to that and asking ourselves, why am I not there? Why don't I have that? Why am I not like that? And I think that it's important to also appreciate those in-between parts of life when you are just having those really ordinary, boring moments. Like skating and feeling like that younger, more carefree version of me again, or doing a bar workout and feeling more in my body instead of stuck in my head all the time. Or even something as random as getting excited over something on my phone. Or watching football and feeling that familiarity and that comfort again. It's all very small, but it adds up. And I think that's what I've been realizing, that coming back to yourself isn't always this big dramatic reset. Sometimes it's just little things slowly reminding you of who you are. And I feel like we don't always pay attention to that. We think we need to change everything or have a life overhaul or suddenly become a completely new person. But maybe it's actually just about noticing what already makes you feel good and letting yourself lean into that a bit more. Even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's super random, even if it feels super small, because those are usually the things that are the most real. I don't know, I just think that I'm starting to appreciate that a bit more and stop myself in its tracks when I'm overthinking and asking myself, why is everything so lame and boring and ordinary, and why do I feel so sad all the time? You know what? It's a phase, okay? Just try and look for those little golden nuggets of amazing blessings in your life, or the little activities, or a really good cup of coffee in the morning that makes you feel good. It's all about just looking around and appreciating those small moments. And I know that sounds like so like preachy and Pinteresty and all of that, but I really mean that because I'm speaking from experience, okay? So I really hope that you guys find that in your own life if you are in a period of feeling really stuck and uninspired and you just don't know a way forward. I think this is a really big reminder, and honestly mine as well, that it doesn't always have to be a big reset. Like, I feel like we put so much pressure on ourselves to completely change everything when we're not feeling great. Like, we need a full life overhaul, a new routine, a new mindset, all of it. But I don't actually think it works like that. I think sometimes you don't need to change your whole life overnight to feel better. You just need to notice the small things that already make you feel a little bit more like yourself. And I don't know if you've been feeling like this lately, like a bit disconnected, a bit off, a bit not fully you. But if you are, I just don't think it means that you've lost yourself. I think it just means you might need to come back to those small things. The things that feel natural, the things that feel easy, the things that you don't have to force. So I would definitely encourage you to take the time and just write down 5 things in your life that have brought you so much joy. It could be an activity, a food, a person, anything that has brought you an ounce of joy. And sort of notice that. Notice if it's still in your life. Notice if you want to bring it back. Notice how much joy it brings you. It could be doing something that you used to love, or trying something new without putting pressure on it, or even just letting yourself enjoy something without overthinking it or questioning it. Because I think we forget how much those small moments actually matter. They seem really insignificant, but they're usually the things that slowly bring you back to life. So this was a very random life update. Okay, please forgive me, but also maybe not that random, because I feel like these are the little things that have been making me feel a little bit more like myself again, thank goodness. And I don't know, but I'm kind of enjoying it. And I hope that you're finding your version of that too. Okay, so I think that's enough for now. And I really, as always, enjoy hanging out with you and spending time with you. And I'm definitely going to go grab a matcha right now because, I mean, honestly, the sun is out. I want to go enjoy my day. And I really enjoyed this whole little episode. So I will talk to you guys in the next one. Have an amazing weekend, guys. Okay, have a really good day. You deserve it. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye.